Hello and welcome back to Automatic Sports. I am your host, Tyson Maddox, as per usual, and as the Phillies are currently losing 3-0 to the Washington Nationals and honestly making it look like they're not worthy of getting into the playoffs, we, of course, have some big news, some breaking news, although it is going out at around 9, so not breaking anymore. We have some big news today with, of course, the trade deadline, multiple transactions happening, those being, well, we did get Manuel Colon, although he's a minor leaguer, so hard to find stats or different statistics on him for Baseball Savant as of right now. Brooks Raley, Colby Thomas, Caleb Killian, and of course the big trade of Luis Arraez. Only major loss, at least as of now, with any of those trades is Seth Johnson, who had a couple of good games for us, but again, considering the different guys around, I think it was well worth the move. So first and foremost, get to the big dog, Luis Arraez. So far for the San Francisco Giants, average of 324 on base of 360 and slugging at 440 for an OPS of 800, which for a guy who is very well known to be a more singles doubles guy is very good. Again, your slugging is not going to get super high, so having the on base and the average be really high is quite effective. You can see here in the hit spray charts the fact that he does have some home runs, but for the most part, a lot of singles, a lot of doubles. And a big important thing for him is that his strikeout percentage is in the 100th percentile at 4.5 K percent, which is huge. The Phillies have a really big issue of striking out and whiffing, so having someone like Luis Arraez to go in and be at the top of the lineup in that case, very, very good. Not the fastest guy in the world, but again, I think for the Phillies going in for consistency is what you want, and he's a very good fielder. 96th percentile. You can see his outs above average at second, very, very good. And again, at second is where he is going to go. Of course, Caleb Killian, a right fielder that we acquired, or excuse me, not a right fielder. That's Colby Thomas. Excuse me. Caleb Killian, a pitcher that we acquired in this trade. ERA of 4.26 in his third season in the majors. And again, just some all-around stuff. Pretty good for a reliever. Nothing really major to say here. As long as he can be consistent, that's all that matters. Colby Turner, right fielder, again, someone who doesn't have a lot of data in Baseball Savant yet, as he drafted in 2022, age 25, younger guy. Still getting, much. If you look at his at bats compared to Luis Arraez, you can see sort of how Baseball Savant they're still making a profile on him. But again, someone who could be a good right-handed batter, good fielder for us to work in different positions. Maybe he could be a sort of a defensive sub for Bryce Harper in right field. Yes, I did mention Bryce Harper in right field. We'll get to that in a second. But first, we're going to have Brooke Raley. And so, again, another pitcher here, another reliever, but at 1.96 ERA. Whip is a bit higher, but you can see his hard hit rate doesn't give that up a lot. His barrel rate does not give that up a lot. Exit velo is very low. Sort of feels like a Ranger Suarez, except I guess a lower ground ball percentage than you would expect, but still seems just like a very good, just solid reliever. And of course, now the second biggest news, arguably, besides the actual acquiring of Luis Arraez is the fact that now it is at least rumored Bryce Harper is going to be in right field. Luis Arraez is going to be at second, and Bryson Stott is going to be at third. The only worry, I have two worries, and they both kind of deal with the same thing, is Bryson Stott, very good in terms. Oh, and Alec Bohm at first. Honestly, Bohm at first, not super worried. I always have been under the belief that that is really the position he should be at, that it just works better for him. He has a taller frame, he has a generally good glove when he's not rushed. And I think first base is a good place to show that because first base is never rushed. It's the other positions that are. Bryce Harper in right, again, sort of someone who has a lower sprint speed now. Right field, that's not as important, but also someone who, arm strength wise, has gone down since, his UCL tear. And so that's one place that worries me, and sort of worries me the same way with Bryson Stott, in which this whole infield, of course, before Luis Arraez, but he fits that as well, I believe. Yes, the low arm strength in general. And so, sort of worried with those spots for Bryson Stott in the same way. He was a good fielder at short, but the throws were tough. Sort of worried the same thing for third base. Bryce Harper also in a similar situation. But again, I think considering what you get at second, considering again now more solid fielding at third, equally, in my opinion, or what I expect, equally good at first, and then right field sort of a mystery, but more consistent hitting, which is something that we desperately need as Christopher Sanchez and Zach Wheeler are sort of evening out from the start of the season where they were red hot. I do think this is a good move. Would have liked to see a little bit more in terms of relief, but still, certainly this is enough to make things work, especially with the playoffs where you just need to get hot at the right time. So that is going to do it for me. Again, if you have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time there's major news in the Philadelphia area.